tears in my eyes.
Trying to read a letter from my home. And if that train runs me wrong,
I'll be home Saturday night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home. Plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. If your kids on Route 66, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kids on Route 66.
Now you go through St. Louis,
Joplin, Missouri,
and Oklahoma City is mighty pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico.
Flagstaff, Arizona,
Don't forget Winona,
Kingman,
Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get it? 'Cause this time they tip. When you make that Galilee
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roane State Community College's commencement celebration. At this time, I would ask you to please remain standing. Gentlemen, I would ask you to please remove your hats for the presenting of our national and state flags, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Color Guard, present the colors.
Rifles, right shoulder, arms. Detail, forward, march. Detail, hold. Detail, left, face. Rifles, order, arms. Detail, present, arms. Detail, order, arms. Rifles, right shoulder, arms. Detail, right, face. Detail, forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank the Bowers Elementary School Color Guard in Harriman for presenting our national and state colors. Thank you for a job well done. I would also like to thank the Roane State Concert Choir, the Celebration Singers, conducted by Brenda Luigi, for their musical performances, as well as Dr. Joel Greenlee on the keyboard. Thank you so much. A round of applause, please, for our wonderful musicians. And if you would remain standing at this time, please, for our invocation delivered this morning by Mr. Odell Fern, Director of Human Resources here at Roane State.
Let us pray. Our almighty and merciful God, in whom we live and move and have our very being, we come to you with praise and thanksgiving for the blessings of this day and of this occasion. We rejoice with these graduates and their families and pray your continued blessings upon them as they commence a new chapter in their lives. We pray that the knowledge they have gained will replace fear and mistrust, give them confidence and competence in their chosen fields, and that a broader perspective of tolerance and understanding will result from their time spent here. As they take up new challenges, we pray that they will make us proud as they enjoy good and productive lives. Bless this college its faculty and staff and leadership, that we all may continue to work together to deliver an education of quality and good reputation, and may the desire to continue to learn and serve characterize all who partake of the Roane State experience. Grant us grace and forgiveness, temperance and compassion, patience and kindness, goodness and courage of conviction. Direct us in all our ways and keep us safe and secure in the knowledge of your everlasting love. We humbly pray. Amen.
Thank you, Odell, and you may be seated. In 1971, this institution was created by the Tennessee legislature, and it was named after the second governor of the state of Tennessee, Mr. Archibald Roane. Now, prior to his election, Governor Roane made the Delaware River crossing with George Washington in 1776, and he was present at the surrender of Cornwallis at Yorktown. He was a member of the Tennessee State Constitutional Convention in 1796, and then he was elected as governor of Tennessee, and he served in that capacity from 1801 through 1803. And during his term as governor, he served as trustee of Tennessee's first three colleges, Blount College, now of course the University of Tennessee, as well as Greenville College and Washington College, now collectively known as Tusculum College. So it is very fitting that Roane State Community College is named after him. And on behalf of our faculty, our staff, and our students, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to Roane State Community College's commencement ceremony for 2018. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a day to celebrate. Commencements are known sometimes to be solemn, but we want you to have the freedom to make noise, to celebrate. This is a day worth making some excitement about, right? Okay. Professor Peggy Hilliard was the mace bearer this morning, and she led the faculty into the hall with our college mace. Dr. Hilliard is one of the three finalists for the Sarah Ellen Benroe Outstanding Faculty Award. Now, the winner of this award will be announced in the fall during convocation. I would also like to thank Professors Eric Bolden and Elizabeth Weaver, who serve today as our faculty marshals. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, post-retirement is a program in which some retiring Roane State faculty members elect to teach part-time with the college for a term of up to 4 years. And at this time, I would like to recognize faculty members who are either ending or entering post-retirement this semester. Those faculty members ending post-retirement include Professors Dave Harjula, Pat Pate, and Senator Ken Yeager. Those faculty members entering post-retirement include Professors Mike Goggin, Deborah Palatinas, Marcia Slush, and Bill West. And at this time, would the faculty members either ending or entering post-retirement this semester and who are present at this ceremony, would you please stand? During Roane State's three commencement ceremonies, this is 3 of 3, we have gathered to celebrate over 1,300 graduates who have reached a major milestone in their lives, and that is a record number for Roane State, an awfully good one, 1,300. And I offer to each one of the graduates here this morning our commendation, our congratulations for achieving your degree or certificate. We are so pleased to honor you as our graduating class of 2018, and we are excited to welcome you into Roane State's alumni ranks. I would like to take a moment, in fact, to recognize Roane State alumni who may be in the audience today. So if you are a graduate of Roane State, or if you have ever taken classes at Roane State Community College and you are in the audience, would you please stand at this time? Graduates, I encourage you to remain in contact with our alumni office. We really want to know the great things that you are accomplishing, the great milestones in your lives. So please keep in touch. Please keep letting us know the great things that are going on in your lives. In turn, we would like to share with you in ways in which you might choose to support future Roane State students as they work toward their degrees and their certificates. Now, while we consider each one of you a special guest, there are certain individuals today who have joined us who are worthy of special recognition, and I would like to introduce them at this time. I would like to begin with our Regent, Dr. Mary Lou Apple. We are so honored to welcome Regent Apple, a great advocate for higher education, this morning. Dr. Apple was appointed by Governor Bill Haslam to represent the 6th Congressional District. She has 37 years of service with the Tennessee Board of Regents system, first with Walter State Community College, first as an associate professor of nursing, then a dean, and eventually vice president for academic affairs. Later, serving as president of Montlow State Community College from 2006 through 2015. Dr. Apple holds a doctorate in education from East Tennessee State University, as well as a Master of Science degree and a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from the University of Tennessee. She is married to Colonel James W. Apple, Jr., who is retired, United States Air Force, Tennessee Air National Guard, and they have 4 adult children and 4 grandchildren. And on a personal note, I will tell you that there are many folks that I meet in our system, and they're all wonderful, and they're all pulling toward student success, student access to higher education. But there are a few who stand out and shine, and without embarrassing her, because I think sometimes we're guilty of not saying thanks to the folks who mean a lot to us, Dr. Apple is not only a great leader of higher education, she's not only my boss, one of the Board of Regents, but I mean this sincerely. The first time that I met with her and got to work with her, I saw the passion that she has, the strong leadership for student success, and from that day, I have counted her both as a mentor and a true friend, and it is my blessing to get to know her and to welcome her to the podium now to say a few words. Would you welcome Regent Mary Lou Apple?
Well, it is my honor to be with you today, and I bring you greetings from the Tennessee Board of Regents and the governing board for Roane State, 12 other community colleges, and 27 colleges of applied technology. Today, we want to celebrate you and your success and your achievements. This is a very special and important day in your life. I also want to say thank you to all of your support, people who are here today. I wish you graduates could see the smiles and the tears that were shed as you came in from the pride that they feel on behalf of you. And we thank you for your tenacity and perseverance that brought you to this day today. You are the reason why we have a Board of Regents and why Roane State exists. Our chief responsibility is to ensure that you have the very best environment possible in which to learn and succeed. That means we need to make sure your campuses are well equipped, that faculty have resources they need to teach and instruct, and that we make the correct recommendations to the governor and the state legislator for funding. I'm glad to report to you that Governor Haslam and the legislature has been very good to us this year. They just approved funding for new equipment for our colleges, money for advisors, and to help improve safety and security on campus. So we want to thank our state officials and Tennessee taxpayers for their strong support of public education. My sincere thanks also goes to President Whaley. That relationship goes both ways. I feel it a great honor to have served with you and beside you. And also so many of the faculty and staff that I know that are here at Roane State. We're very fortunate to have this type of leadership, this type of faculty in the state of Tennessee. And if you haven't been reading about Roane State, they are one of our leaders, not only in the state, but in the nation. So you're graduating from a place that you can have very fond memories of, but also highly respected in the nation. The mission statement of the board and the college system is simple. It's student success and workforce development. That's our mission, because when students succeed, you create better lives for yourselves, your families, and for generations to come. Your graduation today will cause ripple effects in your families across time, longer than you can imagine. You are putting a marker for success that your children and your grandchildren will follow. One generation laying a foundation so the next generation can achieve even more. And when you succeed, your community succeeds and Tennessee succeeds. You are the future of our community, our state, and our country. The credentials you've earned signify that you devoted the time, study, and hard work it takes to prepare yourself for the modern global workforce or to advance to a 4-year college or university. You may have heard the phrase drive to 55. That means the state is focused on getting 55% of Tennesseans with some sort of degree or credential by the year 2025. Today, you are the newest drivers in the important drive to 55. Because of you and your friends and programs like Tennessee Promise, Tennessee is on track to meet that 55% 2 years earlier. But in closing, graduates, I want to ask your help in sharing an important message. A new program called Tennessee Reconnect goes into effect this fall. Tennessee Promise was for recent high school graduates, but Tennessee Reconnect is for adults without college degrees. Starting this fall, just about any Tennessean who doesn't have a college degree can attend our public community colleges and technical colleges free of tuition and mandatory fees. You can have some college or no college at all to qualify. More than 12,000 people have already applied. Encourage your friends and your relatives to look into Tennessee Reconnect. They can earn their degree and learn new skills, just as you have, to make their families' lives better too. But today, it's all about you. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments. Whether your plan is to enter the workforce, go into the military, or continue your studies, we are very proud of you. I'm confident you have the firm foundation for lifelong learning. Today, you become a proud alumni of Roane State Community College. Don't forget where you got your start. On behalf of the Board of Regents, including our chairman, Governor Haslam, we say congratulations.
Thank you so much, Regent Apple, for all that you continue to do for higher education and for being here today. I'd like to continue our introductions now, and as I introduce our special guests, I would ask them to please stand as I say their name. First of all, I'd like to introduce to you our commencement speaker, Sue Byrne. We welcome Sue Byrne to the podium here in just a few moments, and obviously, before she speaks to you, I will share much more about her. I'd also like to introduce our President's Award recipient, Rachel Lane, one of your own graduates. She is the recipient of the 2017-2018 President's Award. I would also like to welcome other special guests. Seated to my right, Senator Ken Yeager, Representative Dennis Powers and his wife Tracy, Rachel Lane's parents, Sam and Angie Lane, her brothers Andrew and Aaron, her grandparents, Don and Becky Lane, as well as Bob and Linda Hanson. Welcome to all of her family. Also like to ask to stand, please, Dr. Leah Watkins, Roane County Director of Schools, Mr. Russell Jenkins, Secondary Education Supervisor with Roane County Schools, Dr. Tim Parrott, Anderson County Director of Schools, and Mr. Eric Schneider, Secondary Education Supervisor with Anderson County Schools, as well as Andrea Russell, who is the Anderson County Middle College Liaison. Jennifer Fields, who is the Campbell County Director of Schools. Mr. Justin Nivens, Oliver Springs High School Principal. Mr. Scott Mason, Midway High School Principal. And Shannon Kaywood, Rockwood High School Principal. Would you please join me in welcoming all of our special guests? I would like to also introduce other members of the stage party at this time. They will participate, of course, in the commencement ceremony this morning. Again, would you please stand as I call your names? On your right is Dr. Myra Peavyhouse, Dean of Humanities. She is filling in today for our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Diane Ward. Dr. Ward's daughter is graduating at this moment with her master's degree in mechanical engineering from Tennessee Tech University. So she is proud mama in Cookeville right now, and exactly where she needs to be. On the second row, Dr. Patricia Jenkins, Dean of Nursing and Surg Tech and Interim Dean of Allied Health Sciences. Dr. Don Lanza, Dean of Social Science, Business, and Education. On the third row, Dr. Marcus Pomper, Dean of Mathematics and Sciences, and Professor Mike Farmer, our Faculty Senate President. Now, on the second row to your left, Scott Neerman, the Executive Director of Roane State's Foundation. On the third row, once again, Professor Peggy Hilliard, our Faculty Mace Bearer. Again, Mr. Odell Fern, our Director of Human Resources. Would you please give a round of applause to our stage party? Again, today's commencement speaker is Sue Byrne. Sue spent her career leading transformational change efforts in literally some of the world's largest corporations, including the Boeing Company, Royal Dutch Shell, the Home Depot, Novartis Pharmaceutical. Her 25-year career took her across the United States, across Canada, Europe, including a 4-year stay in Switzerland. Now retired, Sue volunteers at Roane State Community College, facilitating study groups at our Oak Ridge branch campus. She has worked on an array of projects advancing literacy and promoting social justice in East Tennessee. Sue attended Roane State from 1975 through 1977 and then graduated from the University of Tennessee in 1979. She later received a Master's of Science degree in Organizational Development from Pepperdine University in California. Most recently, and we are very proud of this part, she was selected as the 2017 Roane State Alumna of the Year. And it was at that program, at that ceremony, that I first got to meet Sue and got to know her and got to hear her speak. And after I heard her speak that evening, and I just shared this with her, I got in my car, and before I drove away, I sent a text to a couple of folks at the college. I said, I know who one of our commencement speakers is, because not only is she impressive as a professional, and not only is she impressive as a person, I think those things are only potentially matched by her passion for higher education and specifically her passion for the way Roane State changes lives. Would you welcome to the podium Sue Byrne?
I'm honored and excited to speak to you on your commencement day. Thank you, President Whaley, for the invitation to be here today. Congratulations to you, Class of 2018, on your achievement of an associate's degree from Roane State Community College. This is your commencement day when we take the opportunity to come together as an entire community to celebrate and to boldly proclaim your accomplishment. Today we're going to write it in the books, so to speak, and to celebrate you. Congratulations also to your family members and to your friends, all of those people who supported you and made sacrifices to help you stay in class and complete this journey. You know, those people who cheered you on and believed in you, even when you weren't quite sure of your own ability to see this through. Those people, and you know who they are, they share in your success. This is their day too. Congratulations to the faculty and the staff who planned and taught, who graded, advised, and administered and led this organization. Class of 2018, your commencement story is their success story too. But most of all, class of 2018, please know what a good thing you have done. You have studied, you have disciplined yourself, you have persevered to keep going, even when classwork was difficult, and when life and work, maybe health, even snow, intervened between you and your studies. You kept going. In addition to your degree, I believe that you've accomplished even more. I believe that you may have changed the trajectory and the potentiality of your entire life. You see, your time here at Roane State has changed you. You're different than when you showed up here a couple of years ago. Your ability to concentrate, to plan, to focus, to persevere, your resilience, all that has improved. I believe that you have changed the way your brain functions. I believe you have gained new neural pathways in your brain as a result of the hard work and the time and the study you have put in here and in this place. And these changes mean that your brain is now wired for something new. And that's additional accomplishment. I read a statistic one time that we only use about 5% of the brains that we're given. There's so much more capacity that we have that goes untapped and untouched for a variety of reasons. But what you've done in this place, you take that with you when you move into the world. My mother once said, your education is the one thing nobody can ever take from you because it has changed you from the inside out. And I believe she's right. Today's achievement, however, is just the beginning of what you can do and what you will do in your life. Now, I'm a lot older than you, and I'm at the end of my career and retirement, and I'm looking back. And at the very same moment, you're looking ahead and starting your career. It's so exciting, two ends of this same spectrum we stand on. My vantage point, from where I look today, looking back, I have some regrets. Maybe not the ones you would think. I don't mind my failures so much. You know, as long as I gave it my all, I don't mind the things where I kind of messed up. We all win some, we lose some. Rather, my regrets involve dreams that went unrealized because I couldn't or I wouldn't summon the courage to pursue them. I wouldn't go after those dreams because I thought maybe I wasn't smart enough. I thought maybe I wasn't strong enough. I thought maybe I wasn't capable enough to pursue that dream or to succeed in it, and therefore I decided not to try at all. There are 2 or 3 things in my life where I took a pass, and I really wish I hadn't. I wish I would have tried. I hope you won't make my mistake. I guess that's the word I want to leave with you today. Go for it. You are enough, and you are more capable than you will ever imagine. You're more prepared than you know. So if you have a dream, I really urge you to pursue it. And by that I mean something very concrete. Take one concrete step towards that dream, and then take one more concrete step towards that dream, and something magical just may happen. It may start to open up and start to roll your way. Sometimes it doesn't, but try it. Try it once, twice, 3 times before you give up too quickly. See if things don't start to open up. Apply for that job, even if you're not 100% qualified. Try out for that part. Take one more concrete step towards your dream. Talking about change, I believe that Roane State Community College has changed your life. It may be a while before you see it, but I can say this because I know for sure that going to school here changed my life in a big way. You see, in 1975, I attended Roane State Community College quite by accident. I had applied to and was accepted at the University of Tennessee, but when I went to register and get myself into my classes, they didn't have any classes for me. Every single class I needed was full. So they said, you can just take electives this term. We have one for you at 7 in the morning. We have another class for you at 6 at night. The next day, another at 8 in the morning, another at 5 in the afternoon. Well, that wasn't going to work for a commuting student from Oak Ridge, so I wasn't sure what to do. But my brother, my older brother, who was already a student here, he suggested that I try Roane State. He said, I really like Roane State. I think you might like it too. He was right. I came, and I'm so glad I did. Now, to paint the picture for you, Roane State looked a lot different back in 1975 than it does now. First of all, there was just one building, and the parking lot was so new, it hadn't been paved. It was just piles and piles of white gravel. And you knew who the Roane State students were because all of our cars were coated white all the time. We could have called it Dusty State, actually. It was quite gravelly. And the building was so new that it smelled of freshly poured cement. And I was a fresh out of high school freshman. And I'm just going to confess it to you here today. I was a terrible student when I hit that first term. I was so wobbly. I didn't know how to study. I didn't know how to manage my time. I did, however, learn how to play a card game called Spades in the Student Center. Unfortunately, I played that game instead of going to chemistry, which didn't work out well. My judgment and my maturity were terrible, and looking back, it's really clear that had I not started here, had I started at UT, I think I would have failed out. I think maybe the first term, and I would have been gone. I might never have gotten a degree from any place in the world had I not started here, because I crept through my first term, but by the second term, I was getting interested in my classes. And I worked harder, and I showed up, and I discovered what an amazing faculty exists in this place. Teachers who care about the students, who are passionate about their classwork and their materials. These are some gems of professors that we have here. There was a man named Bruce Fisher who taught anatomy and physiology when I attended here. And to this day, he is the most talented teacher that I have ever met. And I am so grateful to a lady named Miss Thompson in guidance counselor. She worked with me every time I signed up for classes to make sure that every single credit was going to transfer the way it should to UT. And I'm so grateful to Dr. Howard, who taught me English and got me to learn how to cite references. It was a very important thing. So every teacher here really cares, and they work so hard for the students, especially the students who are digging in here. Now, some things were exactly the same in 1975 as here. Most of the students then had 1 or 2 or 3 jobs to pay for school and to pay for gasoline in the car and to buy books. And one of my jobs was working in a pizza parlor. I got home at midnight, and I would study until 3 or 4 in the morning. And before falling, I was so afraid I would oversleep the next day. So I'd go ahead and take my shower, get completely dressed for school the next day, and lie down like a corpse in my bed, real still, so I didn't get messed up. Set every alarm I had, and then would jump up when my carpool would arrive to pick me up to come here. I was commuting with a lady named Jennifer Shannon Blackburn, who lived across the street from me, really on the next ridge across the turnpike. And most days I did not need those alarm clocks because her little green Dodge Colt did not have a working muffler on it, and it was prone to backfire. And so when she would crank that baby up on the next ridge, it sounded like a gun going off, and it would rattle the windows on my house. So I would jump up and get outside in time to come to Roane State. So even back then, work ethic, digging deep, losing sleep was part of the Roane State ethos that still survives today. Students here do what they have to do to get it done. Roane State teaches students how to get it done. I just learned a few minutes ago that Roane State measures what happens to you after you transfer on to your next schools. They've been measuring this for 15 years. And did you know that Roane State students perform better as juniors, transferred juniors, than 90% of the community college transfers in the United States of America? You're in the 90th percentile. Yeah. Your teachers have got you really ready to go. I mean, you are so prepared when you leave here. And you also tend to take more credit hours as juniors too. It's a terrific statistic. You've been on a mission here to pursue a dream for yourself for a better life, to unlock a meaningful career so that you can support yourselves and your families, and you're getting it done. So I arrived here as an unprepared student. Maybe some of you did too. But I left here quite different. I left here confident. I left here better prepared than I knew for my 4-year degree and for graduate school after that. And when I rolled into UT as a junior, I did not wobble. I rolled. I was ready. And you're going to be ready too. Roane State got me ready to get the job done. I'm so profoundly grateful to this school and to this place for the foundation it provided for me and all the other students that came through with me, the life skills that I learned here. My life was changed, and I wound up in a career that took me all over the world, doing me, a little girl from East Tennessee, all over the world. And that career started here in this place with what I learned here. My career was launched from Roane State, and I am so proud to be a Roane State alumna, and I hope that you are too. So go forth, dream big dreams, dreams that are worthy of your life, dreams that will enable you to make your special contribution to the world. Take steps towards accomplishing those dreams. Be confident, be brave, be secure in the knowledge that you are ready. You are prepared to go on. Live with integrity, always. Be grateful to those people who love you, to those people who celebrate you. Realize how precious they are. Acknowledge all the people who help you along the way. Know that you matter, your life matters. Know that what you have learned here about digging deep, digging in, hard work, and overcoming obstacles will take you as far in your life as you will allow yourself to imagine. You are enough. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sue. Such an inspirational message, and the words that you shared will stay with this class and serve them for many, many years to come. We're so honored to have you share with us this morning. Speaking of honor, I'd like to now ask our President's Award recipient, Rachel Lane, to make a few remarks about the impact that Roane State has made on her while she is working toward obtaining her academic goals. Rachel, again, is the daughter of Sam and Angie Lane of Kingston. She is an AS transfer major with plans to go on to the University of Tennessee, like Sue, to major and obtain her bachelor's degree in mathematics. Now, Rachel was also the recipient of the 2017 Outstanding Freshman Award, also serves as captain of the women's basketball team, and was named a TCCAA Distinguished Scholar Athlete. She is also a summer intern for Mideast Community Action Agency, both in Roane and Loudoun counties, and she is very active in her church at Kingston United Methodist. Rachel volunteers at the Love Kitchen and also reads to students at Kingston and Midway Elementary for Read Across America Week. We are so proud to have her as our outstanding student this year. Would you welcome to the podium Rachel Lane?
If you had a hammer right now, what would you do with it? Wait, don't answer that yet. Looking around the room here today, if Mr. Darren York had a hammer, he might use it to make new renovations to the Princess Theater. If Garrett Crandall back there had a hammer, he might use it to fix his car that seems to always be broken down. If President Whaley had a hammer, he might use it to build new classrooms here for us at Roane State. I'll tell you that if I had a hammer, I would go over there and fix that basketball goal rim that's been broken for 2 months. Now, I know you're wondering why I'm talking about hammers right now. Just hold on, I'll get there. When President Whaley first asked me to speak about the impact that Roane State had on my life, I was stuck. I just couldn't seem to find the right words to say. So I turned to music. I thought that maybe I could use a song as a metaphor for our experiences here at Roane State. Now, while trying to come up with a song, several came to mind. I could sum up our years here at Roane State using one line of lyrics by Rihanna: work, 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 work. Or I could use Kelly Clarkson's famous lyrics: what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But instead, I'm going to use the lyrics of the 1970s hit by Peter, Paul, and Mary, "If I Had a Hammer." Now, for some of us, this song is before our time. So if you haven't heard it, the song is about finding your figurative hammer and using it to do good, to help others, to change the world around you. And that's what we've been doing here in our years at Roane State. We've been studying, taking classes, meeting new people, making friends, building relationships, all to find out who we are and what we want to do for the rest of our lives. Being at Roane State has helped us to find our hammer. Your hammer might be a stethoscope, a calculator, a judge's gavel. Your hammer might be a teacher's chalkboard, a police badge, a paintbrush. Or maybe your hammer is an actual hammer. And maybe you haven't quite found your hammer yet. That's okay too. You will. It takes time. But whatever your hammer is, or whatever it will be, it's up to you now to take it and use it. Use your hammer to build yourself a successful life. Now, your question now probably is, well, how do I do that? How do I build a successful life? What is success? Well, if you recall, at the beginning of this speech, I asked you what you would do with a hammer if you had one. I bet that no two people in this entire room thought of the exact same thing that they would do with their hammer. Success does not mean the same thing to everyone. Your success is not determined by how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, where you live, what someone else thinks of you. If you are happy and you are using your life to help others, then you are successful. And the only way to truly achieve this success is to step out of your comfort zone and take a risk. I remember the first time I walked into this very gym that we're all in today. I was 10 years old coming to basketball camp. The minute I stepped into this gym, I was terrified because this gym looked so big and so frightening. Now, to be fair, I did also think that Coach Bowles looked big and frightening that day too. But my point here is that now, looking around at this exact same gym, it doesn't seem that big anymore. And the reason it doesn't seem that big anymore is because that day, when I was 10 years old, I took a risk. I walked into this gym despite my fears telling me not to, and I made the most of it. I reached out to other people and made friends. I helped other people out and let those other people help me too. And now, by the end of the week that week, the gym just didn't seem that big anymore. And now, it's time for all of us to do that exact same thing. It's time for all of us, when we leave here today with our diploma, to step out of our comfort zone and take a risk. Take your hammer, your stethoscope, your paintbrush, your calculator, whatever it is, and use it to help other people. Roane State Community College Class of 2018, I will leave you today with the exact same question that I started with. What will you do with your hammer?
Rachel, thank you again for speaking to your peers this morning and also for being such an outstanding, and I mean outstanding, representative of Roane State Community College. At this time, Dr. Myra Peavyhouse will present the student awards.
The recipients of this award are degree-seeking students who have only attended Roane State and will graduate summa cum laude, having achieved a 4.0 college-level grade point average. We have 20 recipients receiving the 4.0 Academic Achievement Award this year. 18 are in attendance at this ceremony. With the recipients of the 2018 4.0 Academic Achievement Awards, please stand when I call your name. Madison Marie Altenhoff, Shelby Alexis Bass, Jose Coronelia Contreras, Tara Louise Conway, Skylar McCormick Zach Crawford, Linda Louise Dover, Brianna Brooke Duff, Kara Caitlin Hennell, Caleb Hensley, Kyra Morgan Hensley, Christina Nicole Hood, Caitlin Lawn, John Roston Letner, Bryson Scott Light, Ansley Dara Markham, Rachel Lynn Pearson, Cheyenne Pruitt, and Jessica Mary Thompson. Please give a round of applause for our Academic Achievement Award winners.
Fantastic. You may be seated. At this time, we would like to recognize our veterans who are graduating today. Roane State is proud of the veterans who return to college after their service to the United States of America. Would our graduating veterans please stand at this time? Thank you so much. You may be seated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Dr. Peavyhouse, would you please prepare the class of 2018 for graduation?
Will the candidates for the associate degree or certificate please rise? Come on up. Oh, stand up. Okay, good. President Whaley, these students have completed the requirements for the associate degree or certificate. On behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them the appropriate degree.
And by the authority vested in me by the state of Tennessee, the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you, in each of your respective groups, the Associate of Science degree or appropriate certificate with full privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels to the left. Would you please come forward to receive your degree or appropriate certificate at this time?
Receiving the Associate of Arts, Ellen Aubrey Everett, summa cum laude. Kyra Morgan Hensley, summa cum laude. Marilee Delaney Lehman, excuse me. Autumn Destiny Monkhouse. Kimberly Adele Phillips. Holly Renee Weingartner. Marlette B. Young. Receiving the Associate of Fine Arts degree, Elena Jane Douglas, cum laude. Victoria Raylan Duncan. Michaela Danielle Kyle. Olivia Faith Parker. Receiving the Associate of Science degree, Madison Marie Altenhoff, summa cum laude. Jeria Ashai Anderson. Lily Catherine Ayers. Jennifer K. Bear, magna cum laude. Brianna M. Baldwin. Lauren Jean Barber. Kristen L. Barnett. Tiffany Lynn Barnett, cum laude. Shelby Alexis Bass, summa cum laude. Laura Ann Beard. Mitchell Jean Beatty. Brianna Lee Beckham. Devin L. Bertram. Caitlin Sage Bond. Nathan D. Bond. Samantha G. Boring. Tony Marie Brantley, cum laude. Christopher Ryan Brown. Sasha Heaven Carson. Shayla Eileen Childs. Emily Jordan Clark. Grace Ora Clark. Lauren T. Collier. Eric A. Connard, magna cum laude. Jose Cornelia Contreras, summa cum laude. Melanie Page Cox, cum laude. Kelsey A. Crabtree. Garrett Crandell, magna cum laude. Skyla McCormick Sock Crawford, summa cum laude. Tara Lauren Crowell. Tricia Lynn Crowell. Brianne Nicole Daniels, magna cum laude. Devon Marie Doherty. Lindsay Estelle Doherty. Samantha Davenport. Charles E. Deck, magna cum laude. Amber Mercedes Delk. Corey Depew, U.S. Marine Corps. Nikki Mercedes Deutsch. April Downs. Quentin Tyler Drummond. Brianna Nicole Ebler. Rachel Neely Edmonds. Barbara Jo Elmore, magna cum laude. Logan Andrew Fadnick. Patricia D. Farley. Randy Lynn Fink. Tyler W. Fleming. Christy D. Foster. Holden R. Fowler, cum laude. Alexandra Diette Freeman, cum laude. Callie Nicole Futrell. Elizabeth Gallen. Ashley Dawn Garrett, magna cum laude. Clarissa Kate Gordon. Jared Kobe Hall. Jessica Ruth Hall. Jacqueline Yvonne Hall Baxter. Sarah Hamden. Jared R. Hancock. Amber Rose Harden. Nicole Joy Harden, summa cum laude. Jennifer Harris. Stephen J. Harris. Jacob Chance William Havlick, magna cum laude. Caleb L. Hayes, cum laude. Haley Renee Hazel, magna cum laude. Jamie Rose Hedden, cum laude. Okay. Hallie R. Hennies, cum laude. Logan Danielle Heron Benoit. Logan B. Holly. Christina Nicole Hood, summa cum laude. Keisha G. Howard. Taylor N. Humphreys, magna cum laude. Alicia Dawn Jackson. Tessa L. Jackson. Elisa Lee Jenkins. Caleb Lee Jenkins, cum laude. William Jacob Jenkins. William Gerald Johnson. Lindsay Mason Jones, summa cum laude. Derek McKinley Justice. Cheyenne Michaela Knox, cum laude. Krista Suzanne Lane, summa cum laude. Ivana Taylor Langford. Emily Morgan LaRue. Caitlin J. Lohan, summa cum laude. Rachel E. Lane, cum laude. Zachary Lee Lane. Katie Elizabeth LaHoe, magna cum laude. Kristen Ariel Lewis. Chelsea Ann Lau. Tanya Loy. Shay Alexander Luttrell, summa cum laude. Cody Alexander Mash. Catherine Breyer Mays. Tristan C. Mayton, magna cum laude. Sierra Danielle McBride. Tina Michelle McBroom. Andrea Caitlin McCall. Robert E. McClary. Michaela N. McCoy. Seth A. McCullough, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Nicole McLean. Jerica Lenee McMahon. Okay. Devin Johan McNulty, cum laude. Skylar Ray Mills, cum laude. Victoria L. Moody. Jessica K. Morgan, magna cum laude. Haley Kristen Moore. Amber Lynn Morton. Lakin Mullins, cum laude. Courtney Shane Muse, cum laude. Whitney M. Neighbors. Nicole Pace, magna cum laude. Haley Nicole Paletta, cum laude. Jack Stewart Parker.
Letitia Marie Parker. Zachary Braden Payne, magna cum laude. Rachel Lynn Pearson, summa cum laude. Thomas Reed Phillips, cum laude. Emily Jade Price. Emily Leanne Pride. Jordan Heath Prophet, magna cum laude. Tabitha Ray Riggs. Helen Ann Robbins. Haley Renee Robertson. Devin J. Rogers. William Christopher Rogers, summa cum laude. Lucia Ajazny Russa, summa cum laude. Miranda Marie Rowland. Preston Arturo Ruiz. Jeffrey Ray Russell, magna cum laude. Carly Elizabeth Rutkowski. Eliza B. Schmidt, magna cum laude. Richard Andrew Shearman, cum laude. Dakota G. Shook. Jacob Tyler Simpson, magna cum laude. Caitlin Sierra Slavin. Keaton Isaiah Sliger. Allison Brantley Smith. Brandon James Smith. Rachel Nicole Smith. Misty N. Spradlin. Haley Alexis Stevens. Jeffrey Lynn Stevens. Hold on. Savannah L. Stewart. Shelby K. Stout. Abigail Grace Stratton, magna cum laude. Katira Lynn Swed. Brandy Nicole Sweet. Laura Jean Tabor.
U.S. Army, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Michael Edward Taylor, U.S. Army. Autumn Therese Templin. Dakota Naomi Thompson, summa cum laude. Marcus Alexander Thompson, summa cum laude, U.S. Marine Corps. Tyler Andrew Thompson, magna cum laude. Dylan T. Tipton. Eileen Galo Treadway, summa cum laude. Alyssa Blair Turner, cum laude. Anna Katrina Vakaliuk. Kayla Elizabeth Vance, cum laude. Kaylee Beth Vineyard. Erin Walker. Caitlin Leigh Walker Henry. Hannah Renee Walker, cum laude. Catherine Mary Walls, magna cum laude. Tamara L. Webb, magna cum laude. Courtney Jade Welsh, summa cum laude. Taylor S. Western. Chloe Renee White. Christy Danette White, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Hope White. Rebecca Shea Wiggins. Kayla D. Williams, cum laude. Carolyn Elizabeth Wilson. Ashley Wright, magna cum laude. China C. Wright. Sean D. York, cum laude. Jessica Zabilski. Danielle Helene Zager. Caitlin Zering. Amberly Zeller. The following candidates received the Associate of Science in Teaching: Brandy Nicole Bowman, Kelly R. Brooks, Catherine Lindsay Broomhead, magna cum laude. Crystal L. Collins, magna cum laude. Regan Louise Cox, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Darby. Jessica Lee Goins, magna cum laude. Julia Carol Griffin, cum laude. Brian Keith Hedrick, magna cum laude. Samantha Rose Johnson. Rebecca Elizabeth Koski, magna cum laude. Brittany Elaine Lau. Marianne Lyons, summa cum laude. Alicia Marie Morris, cum laude. Krista Michelle Antko. Alexandria R. Roberts, magna cum laude. Jennifer L. Rutherford, magna cum laude. Jessica Mary Thompson, summa cum laude. Caitlin Danielle Tollett, magna cum laude. Belly Michelle Wertner, magna cum laude. Kirsten Winstead, magna cum laude. The following are the middle college students receiving the Associate of Science, and we begin with Anderson County. Victoria Renee Beatty. Mackenzie Alexis Braden. Tara Louise Conway, summa cum laude. Rachel Danielle Farler. Benny Tate Foster II. Hannah Camille Hedrick. Jonathan Thomas Hodge, magna cum laude. Jack Robert Hutchins, magna cum laude. Riley Stephen Johnson. Mackenzie Ray Keaton, cum laude. Brian Scott Light, summa cum laude. Ezekiel Will Myers, summa cum laude. Jamie Sue Murphy. Madison Elizabeth Myers. Alexis Tyre Peterson. James David Pugh. Chelsea Marie Thomas, magna cum laude. Madison Bay White. From Campbell County, Abigail Julia Bryant, magna cum laude. Ethan Isaiah Corner. Colby Hunter Cox, cum laude. Samuel Jacob Finley. Alexis Grace Galen, magna cum laude. Casey D. Kohlmeyer. Jacob Alexander Laisley, magna cum laude. Carissa Holly Nance. Kelly Renee Pittman, magna cum laude. From Roane County, Emily Shea Ashbrook. Braden Dakota Bowles. Dalton Ryan Briley. Nathaniel Scott Byers. David Ernest Clark II, magna cum laude. Trinity Michelle Clark. Reagan Elizabeth Dudley. Leif Edward Erickson, Jr. Caleb Bryant Garrett. Colin Dean Haba. Jessica Mary Michaud. Rebecca Frances Michaud. Kylie Shea Richardson, cum laude. And an international student, Edward Henri Jean Vauquier, Belgium.
Get the last photo or two done here. All right, we're good with photos. Very good. Now, collectively and officially, will the audience please join me in congratulating the class of 2018. Of course, we cannot end this celebration without recognizing that each student has achieved a significant milestone in their life, but as with any accomplishment, they have not done this alone. And perhaps most importantly, I expect that none of these graduates who have received their degrees and certificates today have done so without the support of family and friends. So, if you have played any role as a family member or friend, if you've offered a word of encouragement or helped in any way to make it possible for these students to become our graduating class, we want to honor you at this time by asking our graduating class to please stand and thank all of you for all you've done. And don't sit down, class. Don't sit down. Don't sit down. Our faculty have challenged our graduates, have helped make it possible for them to learn, to expand their educational horizons. So graduates, would you now join me in thanking this exceptional group of faculty members and join me in a round of applause to thank them. And Remain standing. One more thing. Kind of a tradition here. I call it President's prerogative. I get the first selfie with the graduating class. You may be seated. I want to thank our faculty and our staff. You can imagine ceremonies like this don't organize themselves, let alone replicating them 3 times, without folks that work hard, they plan to make this morning possible, to make these celebrations truly that, celebrations of all that you have done. So thanks to all the folks at Roane State who make these events possible, who work to make them happen and work to make them so wonderful, especially including the graduation committee so ably chaired by Ms. Catherine Rhodes, who is Dean of Student Academic Services. Take a bow, ma'am. Once again, our sincere congratulations to our graduates. This concludes our ceremony. Refreshments are being served in the courtyard just up these doors outside the mezzanine. Please stand now as the stage party, the faculty, and the graduates exit the floor. Have a good day.